travel to most of the large city areas was still restricted, but the restrictions would be lifted as soon as the vaccine was in general release. He then went on to a plane crash in Michigan and some congressional reactions to the latest Supreme Court gay rights decision. Nick turned off the TV and went out onto the baker's porch. There was a glider, and he sat down in it. Back and forth motion was soothing, and he couldn't hear the rusty squeak that John Baker had kept forgetting to oil. He watched fireflies as they hemmed irregular scenes in the dark. Lightning flashed dully inside the clouds on the horizon, making them look as if they held fireflies of their own. Monster fireflies, the size of dinosaurs. The night was sticky and close. Because television was a completely visual medium for Nick, he had noticed something about the news broadcast that others might have missed. There had been no film clips, none at all. There had been no baseball scores, maybe because no ball games had been played. A vague weather report, and no weather map showing the highs and lows. It was as if the U.S. Bureau of Meteorology had closed up shop. For all Nick knew to the contrary, they had. Both newscasters had seemed nervous and upset. One of them had a cold. He had coughed once on mic and had excused himself. Both newscasters had kept cutting their eyes to the left and right of the camera they were facing, as if someone was in the studio with them, someone who was there to make sure they got it right. That was the night of June 24th, and he slept raggedly on the baker's front porch, and his dreams were very bad. And now, on the afternoon of the following day, he was officiating at the death of Jane Baker, this fine woman, and he couldn't say a word to comfort her. She was tugging at his hand. Nick looked down at her pale, drawn face. Her skin was dry now, the sweat evaporated. He took no hope or comfort in that, however. She was going. He had come to know the look. "Nick?" she said, and smiled. She clasped one of his hands in both of hers. "I wanted to thank you again. No one wants to die all alone, do they?" He shook his head violently, and she understood this was not an agreement with her statement, but rather in vehement contradiction of its premise. "Yes, I am," she contradicted. "But never mind.